What is going on, guys? This is the Death Smasher, and today we are going to be comparing 1000 Year Blood War Yachiru to the OG Yachiru. So yeah, these are kind of characters that are not really used in today's standards for PvE, but today we're gonna see how they fare out between each other. So as you guys can see by their stats and skills, they are pretty much not the best characters to bring for PvE, because let's take a look at their stats. OG Yachiru has a 697 attack and 564 SP, but she has Frenzy and a 20% Bruiser, and her special inflicts confusion. While Manga Yachiru, she has a 737 SP and a 627 attack, but has no Frenzy and only has a 30% Bruiser. Her special inflicts weakened defense and of course does bombardment, which is pretty useful against boss rooms. But yeah, however, OG Yachiru has Hollow Killer, while Manga Yachiru has a Spotter Killer. So yeah, today we're gonna start off directly with the normal attack damage build, because yeah, we're going to be doing this comparison in three different builds: normal attack damage, strong attack damage, and strong attack recharge. So right now we're going on with the normal attack damage. So now, as you guys can see, Yachiru, the OG counterpart, has a Hollow Killer, so she does 20% more damage against hollows, thus favoring her normal attack damage. And besides, her attack when at level 200 is at around 697, so almost 700, which is good, but has a 20% bruiser, so it's not that much of an increase. But her soul trait is a 20 nad link, so if you give her normal attack damage links, she'll be alright. Now, I will admit, the accessories I have on the OG Yachiru are good, but on the Manga Yachiru, they're not the best, because I don't have all the best secondary effects for attack, so I do apologize in advance, but this is the best I could come up with. But I'm pretty sure that even with the extra effects, she won't be able to do much in PvE. So you can still use these builds for both of the characters, but they're not really all that great. Well, OG Yachiru, when it comes to damage, it's amazing. Like, she is able to take out enemies for in like a full combo, while Manga Yachiru, even it'll take a bit more than a combo to take him out. So it's pretty much clear that the OG Yachiru takes a big win for the normal attack damage. However, her normal attack string, of course, because her reach is kind of a bit poor. Yeah, it's kind of hard to, you know, get in reach with enemies, attack them, and not get hit at the same time. Well, with Yachiru, you can. Well, with Manga Yachiru, you can keep yourself quite a good distance from the enemies and still continue attacking, because her reach is pretty good. It has a nice long reach to it, but the damage just isn't there for the Manga counterpart. And yeah. So overall, for when it comes to the normal attack damage, OG Yachiru takes the win. Alright, so now we are going to take a look at their strong attack damage build. All accessories have a 30-30-30 SP with triple 25 sad links. Now, because this is a comparison video, I use the same links as before. So anyways, when it comes to the strong attack damage link, I will say this: for Manga Yachiru, while her normal attack while her attack is kind of low, her strong attack damage really fits her so well, because the SP is very high at 737, making her completely viable, and it's okay to use for stuff like inheritance zones and stuff like that. And while with OG Yachiru, she's doing pretty good herself with her strong attacks, with the strong attack damage build. Like, she can take out enemies just fine, but let's be honest here, she already has Frenzy and doesn't need the extra triple 25 sad links to take them out. And you kind of will have to rely on your normal attacks by a lot. But that is to say that the strong attack damage build is viable, because you can easily use that on OG Yachiru, and even as your strong attacks run out and you miss, your normal attacks will still make up for it. and you can still do a ton of damage. Manga Yachiru, she doesn't have Frenzy, but the strong attack damage links, they help out a lot. However, you're kind of forced to wait for your strong attacks to recharge by a lot and have to rely on the normal attacks. But I will have to say that because her SP is higher than the OG counterpart, I'm gonna have to say that Manga Yachiru takes the big win for this one, because she just does. Okay, she lacks Frenzy, but her SP, her high SP, is what really makes the difference here. Even if she doesn't have Frenzy. I know it doesn't make sense, but let's be honest here. Any SP that is below 600 is completely garbage, because you're not gonna really be using really low SP here for most of the newer units. Heck, the only unit that I know that's gotten really shitty SP is the new Ikumi. But that's about it. Other than that, you're not gonna really be using SP with 564. But anyways, the win goes to Manga Yachiru for the strong attack damage build. And now the last thing we are going to take a look is their strong attack recharge builds. So yeah, the accessories are the same, but but I gave them the recharge links. So anyways, OG Yachiru, she has a normal attack damage link, so she won't get the extra recharge. But however, I will say this, the strong attack recharge build, it works really well on the OG counterpart because she already has Frenzy. And if you have the perfect accessories for speed, you can use the strong attack recharge pretty damn easily. Your normal attacks will still be good for that small amount of time you need to wait for your recharge, and everything will be good. Well, for Manga Yachiru, on the other hand, her strong attacks come back really, really, really quickly, and I'm insanely surprised because, well, of course she has the extra 14% recharge link as a soul trait. So, yeah. However, the damage she does against Soul Reapers, because she doesn't have the extra strong attack damage links on her, and her skill is a 40% Berserker, the attack is shit! Because it takes way more than 3 strong attacks. No, way more than 2 strong attacks to take out the tougher enemies, and it just wasn't fun, in my opinion. Well, it is the most usable, but I just gotta say that her strong attack recharge links just aren't viable. Well, for OG Yachiru, just look at her, because she has Frenzy. She is taking out the tougher enemies without any hard difficulties. Like, look at her. Even her head is giving her a huge hand in this one. So, yeah, the winner for this round goes again to the OG counterpart. I'm sorry, Manga Yachiru, but you should have had Frenzy and a better killer. Heck, even not having Frenzy and just having a better killer would have worked even as well. Because fucking Manga Yachiru, that guy doesn't have Frenzy, but has a good killer. And is way better than you. I'm sorry, Yachiru, but you kinda have to take the loss for this one. And you're a waste of a manga slot. So, in conclusion, these Yachirus, they both have their flaws and pros, but in the end, for PvE, when it comes to single player, they're both usable in their own unique way. Now for OG Yachiru, her normal attack damage build and her strong attack recharge build, they all work perfectly well. But her strong attack damage build, that is to say that build is never not useful, because even then she will still pack a ton of damage, and her 40% bruiser really does come in handy for when being used in PvE. While for Manga Yachiru, on the other hand, the damage that she does for normal attacks, it's just not good, and really the main problem relies is because she has an Espada killer. Like, if she had a Rancor killer, then that would have been perfect. She would have been great and would have been way more useful in PvE. But because they decided to give her a boss killer, the damage just isn't there. The strong attack damage does work. In my opinion, it kind of works way better for OG Yachiru because she has a higher SP. However, the strong attack recharge links, it just doesn't work at all. But however, there is a merit to her because she has bombardment. So if you take her in single player quests where they have boss rooms, or even as a support unit in guild quests, her bombardment will really help to nuke the boss and basically get the floor cleared as fast as possible. So yeah, in my opinion, OG Yachiru takes the win in terms of overall usability. And I'm gonna say this, both characters are usable for Inheritance Zone, but only the single player ones. Because let's be real here, OG Yachiru, the damage she does for her normal attacks is great, but the reach she has is not exactly the best. And as for Manga Yachiru, she just lacks frenzy and an overall good killer. So yeah, that's it. So yeah, thank you guys for watching this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.